TD has been a supporter of Casey House since the beginning, in an era when June Callwood was, the Energizer fundraiser that she was. She worked Bay Street hard, and she was quite successful, making a compelling case for support and making us open our wallets and make a contribution to what at the time was a pretty edgy cause. So I volunteered at events, a couple of events in the early days, but then I got asked to go on the board, which is, I guess, where I spent most of my effort, along with Chris Kelly. Chris and I co-chaired the architect selection committee for the new building. Change is an unrelenting reality for all of us, whether we're in the private sector, the public sector, the health sector, the university sector. And responding to that change is a key element of any organization's success. And I think what has happened, of course, is that there's been two important changes. One is that it affects a much broader population than it was perceived as affecting in the early days. And second, people are living longer, and many people are living almost normal lives as a function of HIV. So I think there's, those two impacts are massive. I mean, when June Callwood fundraised and organized Casey House, it was a hospice. People did not leave here, they came here to die. Now it's a very different reality. I think it's a good thing. The change to a new space will help with that perception that it's no longer Casey House Hospice, which is what it obviously was in its beginning, and having new space and new facilities that you can use to support day programming and the like will be a really important contribution to changing the perception of the disease and responding to the new reality of the disease at the same time. I think there may be some who think that the need for dollars to go to this disease is perhaps not as great as it was before because we seem to have made progress. But if you look at rates of infection and you look at the impact that has on communities like the Aboriginal community and others, I think it's very important that we not lose sight of the importance of an institution like Casey House and the fight around HIV/AIDS, despite the fact people are living longer compared to what was going on 20 years ago. This is still a devastating disease that needs support, needs treatment, needs compassion and caring, and it needs fundraising to make it work.